Hey y'all, thank you for tuning in to Gossip Gems TV. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. So y'all, we gotta get into this tea with Young Miami, formerly from the girls group City Girls, who has recently came out in an interview. She stated that she felt the industry blackballed her and basically kicked her out and left her for dead, possibly because of her dealings with Diddy. We're gonna get into this interview, which Tasha K actually covered, and it has been going viral on her channel. So I'm actually gonna play her clip and the commentary she has behind it, okay? And then we're gonna comment on this after.
The realization. We've been talking about women putting their self-worth in the hands of a man for, I don't know, the wrong reasons, stability and all that. And so for her to do an interview and now realize that, first of all, I don't know what took her so long in trying to figure out that she was canceled. She was canceled when she was with Diddy. I don't think she knew that because he was supplementing the income she wasn't getting from City Girls. But here she goes explaining how the industry just turned their back on her after the Diddy situation.
Have you cried making certain songs for this album?
Yes, I did.
What made you cry?
Just, you know how you look at something like life and you just be like, damn, this is what it came to?
Yep.
Damn, this is where we at?
When did this industry break your heart?
Oh my God, when everybody pushed me out, left me for dead, just said, you're done.
Yeah.
That broke my heart.
Yeah.
Pushed her out, left her for dead, broke my heart. Did we push you out? Did the industry push you out or did you push yourself out?
So if I want to be transparent, honestly, Tasha K has a point, because you had a lot of momentum in this industry. Remember, y'all, when they first came out in 2017, City Girls, with her partner, JT, at the time. And a year later or so, JT was arrested on federal charges and spent a 24-month prison sentence, okay? Which caused Young Miami to have to be solo for 2 years straight. So Young Miami was the one putting out music, doing features, doing performances, basically acting as the entire group, okay? And she held it down, so I gotta give her props. I will never take that away from her, okay? But what I will say is that, like Tasha K said, you pushed yourself out of this industry. Nobody really had a problem with Young Miami until she started dealing with Diddy. And anybody who doesn't know Diddy, I don't think I even have to explain on this channel. Y'all saw the news and everything that's going on. Diddy is a woman abuser, okay? He is an abuser of everyone. Women, men, minors, it doesn't matter. Because allegedly, when he was having these white parties, there were minors there, okay? So he abuses anybody. It doesn't matter who it is, okay? I wouldn't even be surprised if he abuses the elderly. He's that evil. And the fact that Young Miami watched this man drag Cassie, which if you guys don't know who Cassie is Diddy's long-term girlfriend of 10 years. They broke up around 2018, 2019, okay? If she sat there and watched with all of us, him drag this woman, kick her in the stomach repeatedly, throw a glass vase in her direction, all of those things, right? What makes you think that, yeah, I'm gonna go online and support this man, and then go write a whole entire letter to the courts during his recent trial this past year to year and a half and say free him? And then you expect women to support you? You expect women to respect you when you are defending a literal abuser who has been exposed for being an abuser? And not only just that, sex trafficking women as well. So it's like, she keeps claiming that, oh, I never saw this side of Diddy. I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is not the experiences I had. And it is very true that two things can be true at the same time. She could have not experienced the abuse from Diddy. She could have gotten a whole different version, okay? But that does not exclude the fact that he is still an abuser and still has abusive tendencies, okay? So the fact that you went on there to defend him online and to the courts in front of everybody and then expected not to get backlash is diabolical. Diabolical. And the thing I think that bothers me the most is that, remember, Young Miami is a mother of two. She has a son and a daughter, okay? So the fact that you have a daughter and you are defending an abuser of women is diabolical. And let's be real, around that time, Carisha had freshly left the group, City Girls, as well as JT. They had fallen out, so City Girls was not a thing anymore. So at this point, JT was doing pretty good, but Carisha's sales were declining as a soloist, okay? She was not making a lot of money. She was not getting a lot of momentum from her singles, okay? Because she is not meant to be a solo artist. She cannot sustain on her own. At least not long term. But what I will say is that Diddy became her knight in shining armor at this point, okay? This is a man with money and power. This is how she was able to get her TV show, Carisha Please. This is how allegedly they say she was able to pay for her music, studio time, all that, because remember, he was giving her an advance. She was not making any money from her solo music. He was giving her an allowance of, I don't even know how much it was. I think they said it was like 25, 50K a month, whatever it was. But she was getting an allowance from Diddy, okay? To pay for her music, to pay for whatever she wanted to pay for, to fulfill her lifestyle, okay? So of course she's not going to snitch, even if he beat her up, abused her. That is where the money resides, okay? She's not going to snitch on that man. She's going to say everything positive about that man because, for one, she knows if she takes back everything that she said about him, she's going to be contradicting herself. So she can't go back on what she said. All those good things, she got to stand by it, okay? So if she goes back on those words, it's going to look like, girl, you literally was playing in all of our faces. You literally knew this man wasn't ish. and you still try to defend him because you want to keep your little funds, which is crazy. Ain't no money in the world is going to make me stay around somebody like that, okay? And like I said, these women in the industry will do anything, okay? If the money is right, they will do whatever, okay? But y'all comment down below how you feel about this situation. Do you feel like Young Miami was blackballed or kicked out of the industry or left for dead like she claims? Or do you feel like Young Miami put herself in a position to be blackballed and kicked out of the industry and treated like a nobody? Comment down below how you feel, and thank you for tuning into Gossip Gems TV, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.